2025. It's a quarter of a century gone by, and where are we? Well, let's recount. In New York City on New Year's Eve, there were no fireworks. We had extremely heavy rain, thunder, and lightning. But there were plenty of fireworks in politics. Elon Musk and the MAGA Republicans, they're fighting for supremacy. After all, Republicans were promised wages and jobs would go to them. Not if Elon Musk has his way. He likes the H-1B visas. He's already fired 24,000 folks so he can make way for foreign labor. Years ago, I was at the Ford Foundation when a young woman from Microsoft discussed the ghost workers of Microsoft. They were people, foreign labor, who were not recognized as employees of Microsoft. They were called ghost workers. And her contention was that the folks who worked for Microsoft really wanted them to be full-time labor, just like they were. So here in this country, we're going to be at war over who commands the party. Is it Musk? Is it the MAGA Republicans? Or will ordinary, old-fashioned conservatives come to the fore and reclaim their party or evolve it into something totally different? For years now, since Citizens United and before, we've watched as all the money from the bottom 90% has gone to the top 1%. Yeah, we can look at the numbers and say unemployment's low. But when you look at your neighbor and your neighbor's not working and your neighbor's kids are living with him, you know something's wrong with our economy. Years ago, when I worked and I had a labor force working for me of about 25 folks, I treated them well. I paid them well. I made a good living. I didn't make a killing. I was not part of the 1%. And you know what? People like Musk and the other technocrats, they don't need to be that wealthy either. They can give back to Americans. I want to see America and Americans thrive. I want to see better health care. I want to see better wages, not posed by the states, but let's see it federally, because everyone says the federal minimum wage is still at $7.25. It's got to go from between 15 to 25 bucks an hour. We don't have enough money to sustain Medicare. That's a crime. There should be no cap on the salaries for Medicare. You make $31 million? Well, a portion of your salary goes to Social Security and Medicare, just like the bottom who make $189,000. There should be no cap on salaries, and there should be no loopholes so that income is not taxed like everyone else. The rentiers of the society, the hedge funds, the technocrats who work on the 80-20 rule and never pay taxes because their money is offshore and said to be fees, they should be taxed. Everyone in this country is entitled to Social Security. Everyone in this country can claim Medicare. Let's tax the wealthy. If there's going to be any fights over who has supremacy over labor, Let it be a fight that says, labor wins. Labor is in fact in charge of negotiating for their wages and also in charge of the conditions under which they work. When you say, why do we always talk about the 70s? Because in the 70s, that's what happened. We had a say in how much we made. We were concerned about our conditions under which we worked, and we all profited from our company's profits. Not like today, where only upper management profits and the rest of us work for peanuts. So it's the economy. It's always the economy. The culture wars are a distraction. What's not a distraction is education. We need education, folks. Too many people in this country only read, write, and do arithmetic up to 10-year-olds. We got to do better because there is a revolution coming, just like the Industrial Revolution, and we don't want to hold people back. They've got to get into the STEM subjects. Science, math, that's king. I don't want anyone deciding what algorithms to use when I want to post on social media. I want to be in control of my own algorithms. Because otherwise, we don't have a voice. We're the product. And I don't want to be a product anymore. And I certainly hope you don't want to be a product either. There's a big world out there, and we should all be able to participate and travel and learn from each other. And if that's not possible yet, well, then we should be working towards that future, because we will need new products and new innovations. We can't be left to just sit here with the old products, with the old fossil fuel industry, and become diseased and unhealthy. No siree, not when we know we can control our future if we put the right people into politics and we let people with good ideas rise up and be able to start new jobs and new industries for 2026 and beyond. I can't leave this planet until I know what's going to happen, and you shouldn't want to leave either. And I know that we can resurrect a better America and healthier, stronger Americans. Americans who always had that can-do feeling and always put out 110%. Don't let the technocrats eat our lunch. I want to be there when we're all enjoying lunch together.